they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Check right. Watching you five. Bandit. Alert flare. 36. Kill.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Give me that ball, defense. Hatchet. Take four. Joker.
On second down, here's Miller. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Check 26. 24! Hey, 31!
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. A first down carry now for Miller. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Sponge. No. Switch. Check.
From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. They're going for it. It's Watson, eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Set. HE Gator. Focus, defense, focus. Hey, Wood. 41 to Mike.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, Watson going deep for help, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 63 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
6-6, pull it high.
He's checking. Cracks. Set.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1.
8-3, 2-18, chop.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
A gain of 14. First down, Tennessee.
Hey, 2.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
But it's now 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin with a run by Miller. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let the... And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 53 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Slam, slam, slam.
Here's Watson, operating from the gun. Buying time. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. 30. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that?
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flush to his right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Here we go.
They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I got you. And 24. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Throwing again is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
At 59.
Watson just beating the play clock. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
We'll go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here comes Carter. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Let's go one more.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson, it's complete to Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 56 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Henry. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He finds Humphreys. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphreys, 54 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant...
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to... I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, They need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
Back to throw, Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kamale Correa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Down, he's coming.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you. I got you.
Hey, watch Sam. Hey, 59. 54. Mike, 54. Well, out you go.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Houston. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
This is taken at his 4. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. It's complete. Stills. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Texans have once again taken the lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, Tannehill.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. A draw play here, Lewis. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Throwing now, Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now it's Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 10-yard line.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Check 37. Check 37.
Watson throwing quickly to Hopkins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready? 18 Gator.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw. And nowhere to go. He goes down to the turf in the end zone. Tannehill taken down for the safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. He's got Fuller. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. A shotgun snap for Watson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Ready. 41 Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Tannehill on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch alert. Hey, watch Sam. Watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Silver.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He's moving. He's moving.
Now Watson. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Watson now to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.